Imagine you have a digital coin, not a shiny metal one you can put in your pocket, but a coin that exists only on computers. That's Bitcoin. It's a type of money, but it's completely digital. You can send it to your friend across the street or to someone on the other side of the world, all without ever touching a physical bill or coin. It's kind of like sending an email, but instead of words, you're sending value. This is a whole new way of thinking about how we exchange things with each other, all powered by some very clever science and computer code. Now think about the money you use every day. It's probably managed by a bank, right? A big central place that keeps track of everything. Bitcoin is different. It doesn't have a central bank. Instead, it's run by a community of people all over the world who use their computers to help manage it. This idea is called decentralization, using the power of a global network. Let's dive deeper into that global notebook. It has a special name, the blockchain. Think of it like a recipe book where each page is a block. Each block is filled with a list of recent Bitcoin transactions, like Alice sent Bob 1 Bitcoin. Charlie sent David 2 Bitcoins. Once a block is full of these transaction records, it gets added to the end of the chain of previous blocks. This creates a long, continuous chain of information, stretching all the way back to the very first Bitcoin transaction ever made. It's a permanent, unchangeable history of everything that has ever happened in the network. Here's the cool part. Each block is cryptographically linked to the one before it. What does that mean? It means each new block contains a unique fingerprint or hash of the block that came before it. If someone tried to go back and change an old transaction, it would change that block's fingerprint. This would cause a chain reaction, breaking the link to all the blocks that came after it. The answer is a shared public ledger that everyone can see. You can see transactions moving from one digital address to another. Anonymous addresses, not names. So, who adds these new blocks to the blockchain? This important job is done by people called miners, but they don't use pickaxes and shovels. These miners use powerful computers to solve very complex math puzzles. When a miner solves the puzzle, they get the right to add the next block of transactions to the blockchain. It's like a race. Thousands of miners are all competing at the same time, and the first one to find the solution wins. This process is called proof of work because it requires a lot of computational work to succeed. Why would anyone use their powerful computers for this? For a reward, of course. When a miner successfully adds a new block, they are rewarded with brand new Bitcoin. This is how new Bitcoins are created and enter the system. It's also how the network stays secure. The more miners competing, the more secure the network becomes. They are the bookkeepers. They are the security guards. Now, where do you keep your Bitcoin? You use something called a wallet. Bitcoin has some amazing advantages. For one, it's global. You can send it to anyone, anywhere in the world in minutes. You don't have to wait for days for a bank transfer to clear or pay high fees for international transactions. It's also accessible. Anyone with an internet connection can get a Bitcoin wallet and start using it. You don't need a bank account or a government ID to participate, which could be life-changing for billions who lack access to traditional banking. Of course, it's not perfect. Bitcoin faces some big challenges. One of the most talked about is its price volatility. This makes it risky as a stable store of value for everyday savings. Another major concern is the energy consumption of the mining process. Powerful mining computers require a tremendous amount of electricity. This has led to important debates about environmental impact. These are real problems the community is working to solve. Despite these challenges, understanding Bitcoin is important because it represents a fundamental shift. Whether Bitcoin becomes the global